you have a curiosity about ancient history? If you've ever wondered how and why things are the way they are, you've come to the correct place. Today, we'll tell you about some of the most recently discovered archaeological findings of 2021. Ancient human relics are usually shattered, buried, and difficult to recognize. But there are a few that might make us reconsider our role in history. Strange ancient discoveries captivate the public, maybe because it's all too simple to come up with intriguing reasons for how and why things exist. These are 3 archaeological finds that have left people speechless, and experts questioning their wits. So let's get started. 1. Pre-Hispanic sculpture of a woman. Farmers in the Huasteca area of Mexico's Gulf Coast were plowing ground in a citrus orchard on New Year's Day 2021 when they spotted something unexpected. The guys dug further after hitting what they thought was a boulder, eventually uncovering a limestone statue of a Mesoamerican lady. The National Institute of Anthropology and History stated the statue was comparable to prior portrayals of a fertility goddess in Huastec civilization when it was discovered. The statue is the first of its kind. According to the Associated Press, the statue was built between 1450 and 1521 AD. INAH researchers confirmed that the item was the first of its sort to be discovered in the region after analyzing it. What does it feature? How is this even possible? The 6.5-foot-tall limestone statue represents a young lady wearing ornate clothing and jewelry, including a round pendant called, as of Oyo Huali, on a thick chain and tassel-like earrings. Like any superhero woman, this mystery woman may have served a vital function in her period. Because of her pose and clothes, the statue most likely shows a privileged lady, probably a monarch rather than a divinity, according to Mara Eugenia Maldonado Vite. She explains that the figure is built of limestone rock and is 60 centimeters broad and 25 centimeters thick at its widest point. Her good condition of conservation allows us to see her features, as well as her spike, which allowed her to be seen standing up. Her face is small, and his eyes are wide and hollow. Will it take the place of the statue of Columbus? We may determine the significance of this sculpture by the fact that Mexico City officials determined that a replica of the indigenous lady should be erected in the city's most popular avenue in the place of Columbus, since indigenous people had been underrepresented in the country. The statue will be 3 times the original size. 2. Secrets of the Dead Sea Scroll. In what officials are calling a historic discovery, in Israel's desert caverns, pieces of a biblical parchment and other artifacts have been discovered. Artificial intelligence, AI, has shown for the first time that scribes penned portions of the ancient Dead Sea Scrolls, according to researchers. Following a failed insurrection against Roman power in the 2nd century, the scroll is said to have belonged to Jewish rebels who escaped to the hills. They were discovered during an attempt to prevent looting of caves in the vicinity. It's the first find of its like since identical fragments and 40 bones were uncovered at the location that became known as the Cave of Horror in the early 1960s. Verse from the books of Zechariah and Nahum, which are part of the literature known as the Book of the 12 Minor Prophets, have been discovered among the recently discovered fragments. The parchment was written in Greek, which was adopted after Alexander the Great conquered Judea in the 4th century BC. The name of God, on the other hand, is only found in Hebrew. The scroll and other antiques discovered there, according to Israel Antiquities Authority Director Israel Hassan, are of enormous importance for mankind. 3. Shipwrecks found near Kossos Island. A team of researchers led by archaeologist George Koutsouflakis of the Ephorate of Underwater Antiquities uncovered 5 shipwrecks during a study of the seas off the shore of the Greek island of Kossos. Archaeologists exploring the Aegean Sea uncovered a rare antique Roman shipwreck off the coast of Kossos, Greece. The shipwreck, which dates from 200 to 300 AD, is packed with antique valuables according to the researchers. Researchers have also discovered traces of what may be a historic port complex. One of the most noteworthy wrecks, according to the experts, is a late classical vessel with 5 stone, pyramid-shaped anchors. In addition to exquisite ceramics, the maritime archaeologists unearthed numerous varieties of amphorae, which are distinctive clay jugs made by the Greeks and Romans. The team was able to date the shipwreck to the end of the 4th or beginning of the 3rd century BC based on the analyses of these objects. There were also amphorae in the other 4 shipwrecks, one from the 1st century BC and another from the Byzantine period. The 4 shipwrecks include one with a cargo of 1st century BC Rhodian amphorae, another with amphorae and tableware pottery from the Byzantine period dating between the 8th and 10th centuries AD, a wooden hull of a ship from the post-revolutionary era, and a later shipwreck carrying construction materials. Aside from the shipwrecks described above, a large number of individual items were discovered, including iron cannons, Byzantine and later anchors, and pottery rejects, all of which attest to the continual unbroken usage of the sea from antiquity to current times. For the first time, the distant border island of Kossos was the focus of a 3-year research project, 2019-2021, aimed at locating, recording, and studying the underwater antiquities of a territory that served as a cultural crossroads and an important nautical center. With that said, our video has come to an end. These recent findings have left us all appreciating the facts of our history, and discoveries like these have left us wondering why we are the way we are. Stay tuned for more next time. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up icon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos.